Hello everybody, thank you so much for joining me for another movie review. This time we will be reviewing The Karate Kid Part 2, which was released in 1986, starring Ralph Macchio and Pat Morita. The Karate Kid Part 2. They have one more lesson to share about the price of honor, the power of friendship, and the way you must fight when only the winner survives. What is particularly good about The Karate Kid Part 2 is the rich cinematography. It's visually well shot, and that's about it. Part of the reason why I gave it a rating of 5. Now for the negatives, there are several of them. In the beginning, the audience sees Martin Kove, the sensei of Cobra Kai, going bat crazy over some stupid, silly, and meaningless tournament, and his reaction is too cartoonish for me to believe. Later, there is this guy who has a decades-long feud with Miyagi, which is about honor. Forgive me, but I am really bored whenever I hear the word honor. That's what killed the film for me. If a boy has messed up at the age of 15 by doing drugs, is that a stain on the honor, even though that is the only bad incident in his life? What if he goes on to do great things later? And who is going to remember or care about whatever the stupid things he did 20 or 30 years ago? Time heals wounds. Finally, there is a Japanese, an Okinawan, if you will, female who develops a relationship with Danielle. It's almost like an American invading the country and poisoning her mind. Danielle proceeds to insult her by asking if she is clear still arranged. That's why it's hard for me to take the plot of The Karate Kid Part 2 seriously. By the way, what's interesting is that Miyagi is never seen interacting with his fellow villagers. Meanwhile, I look at the Chosen and his body, and I look at Danielle and her body. The experience level between the two cannot be ignored, yet Chosen comes off as the loser against her. I suppose the next film theoretically pits Danielle against Bruce Lee in a steel cage match with her emerging as a victor. All in all, the rubbish shown in Karate Kid Part 2 has my head spinning like Regan McNeil in The Exorcist. Thank you so much for watching my review. I hope it amused you. Please take the time to look at my other movie reviews and my playlists. Please subscribe. We'll see you next